Hi, I'm Dr. Gail, and I'm a starseed healer. And today I have another ghost story for you, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, about once a month, I'm usually having to transition somebody over, a spirit, and they all have different stories. Now, this one was a little more personal because this was my rental house that I had put up for sale because it's such a good seller's market, and there was no reason for this house not to sell, but it was not. So I talked to a real estate agent, and she said people were complaining about the smell of the house, which there was no smell inside. And for a few days, I could smell something on the outside as you entered. And I was putting all sorts of things, different smells, pine. I was trying, but it wasn't working, wasn't hiding it, wasn't doing anything. And I couldn't figure out what that smell was. So anyway, I'm trying to figure it out, and I was talking to Nancy Jean, and thank you, Nancy Jean, for helping. So we figured out what was going on with this house. She was pulling cards, and I finally connected with the ghost that was in the attic. Now, I haven't been going up in attics and under houses for years, and I have not been up in this attic probably for about 15 years. I've owned the house about 18 years. The lady that was up there was the original owner of the house, and she had passed away, and not in the house, but she'd passed away, and I bought the house from an estate sale. And so I was only the second owner of this house, and it was built in the 1920s. And so anyway, she was up in the attic, and she stayed up in the attic because she knew I didn't go in the attic, so she was safe up there, and I wasn't going to find out about her. So she's been doing this for the whole time I have owned the house. So when I did connect with her, I asked her, why had she not transitioned? I knew she was a good person, and why had she not transitioned? What were her issues? And she said she loved to smoke cigarettes, and she was afraid she'd have to give it up. I started laughing. I'm like, as many people as I smell smoking on the other side, you were not going to have to give up your cigarettes. You're going to be just joining them smoking. And she was like, really? And I'm going, yes, they don't give up smoking when they go over there. And so then I got her interested, and she said, well, I would like you to do one thing for me. And this is not uncommon. I think sometimes they ask for a favor just to see if I have their genuine interests. You know, I'm really thinking about they're working for them, wanting them to transition. And so the only thing that she wanted was me to bring her an oatmeal raisin cookie. And hey, oatmeal raisin cookie, that's easy. And so anyway, so I said, okay, I'll do that. So I went and got her an oatmeal raisin cookie from the bakery here, and took it over there, and I sat down below the attic on a rug and presented it on a napkin to her, and said, and of course, I'm not going up in the attic, and I'm going, here's your oatmeal raisin cookie. Now, will you go ahead and transition? And she was going, are you sure I'm going to be able to smoke when I get over there? And I'm going, do you want a second person to tell you? I'll bring in Gloria, my angel, to talk to you about it. So she said yes, and so Gloria came in and talked to her just for a few minutes. It wasn't long at all, and she agreed to go over. And so she transitioned over, and on the other side, there was a man waiting for her with a cigarette in his hand that was already lit, and he gave it to her as soon as she went over. I mean, it was a second, and she was like this, like, who is that giving me a cigarette? And so she had her cigarette in her hand, and then her whole family was there where she could see them and greet them. So that was really happy to see that she was able to smoke, and that she was greeted with a cigarette, so she would have to give her cigarettes up. So anyway, of course, the next day, the smell at the front door was gone. And anyway, I haven't had any issues with this house since then. Anyway, that's my ghost story today, and that is for entertainment purposes only. My name is Dr. Gail. I'm a starseed healer, and my information will be in the description box. I do have to shout out to thank all my subscribers and Nancy Jean. I couldn't have done it without her help. And so anyway, I hope y'all have a great Halloween, and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.